As I said, guys, any questions at all, feel free to drop a message in the chat box. So we're going to look up to the ceiling, back to a neutral position, and we're going to look down to the floor. Some people like to say anatomical position, so you can rotate your hands out if that's more comfortable for you as well. We're going to come back up to a neutral position, look to one side, and then looking to the other side. So instead of head to toe, we're going to roll the neck back very gently. So we're starting with the neck, working through to the shoulders, the core, and then the legs. And then we're going to do a few bits on the floor as well today. And the bottom portion for me, guys. So rolling that bottom portion. We're going to go one hand behind the back, and we're going to look in the opposite direction, really just to get that stretch on the neck. Back to neutral, hand away, and we're going to change sides. Back to neutral. We're going to shrug the shoulders up, and as we go up, we're going to breathe in through the nose. And then we're going to shrug the shoulders down and breathe out through the mouth. I want to keep that rhythm throughout today's class. Always remembering the breathing. I know I'm guilty of forgetting it. I know Andy likes to drill it quite a lot in this class. It is really important. Shrugging all the way up and all the way down. We're going to have our hands to our sides. We're going to raise up to the middle. When we hit the middle, we're going to rotate our hands, touch at the top. Okay, I'll show you that from kneeling so you can see. Up to the middle, rotate hands, touch at the top. Fantastic work, well done. We're now going to go for the front. So we're going to raise all the way up, out in front of us, push up to the ceiling, and come back down. All the way out in front, push up to the ceiling, and back down. So I normally like to start with the dynamic type stretches with the movements, then go into the statics. We're going to go arms up. I want you to pull your elbows down towards the ground and come back. Pull the elbows down to the ground. Pull the elbows down. We're going to go one arm across the body. Pull it in towards us. Feel that stretch in your chest and your tricep in the back of your arm. And we're going to change sides. One hand facing away from us. We're going to turn our body and look in the opposite direction to open up the chest. So we're really trying to focus on turning that body away, feeling that stretch in your chest and your bicep. Remembering the breathing as well is really important. We're going to change sides. Other arm out. Look in the opposite direction. We're now going to maximally flex the arm. So bend the arm as much as you can and then straighten the arm as much as you can. Okay, so bending all the way up, straightening all the way down. This is just warming the movements that we can do through as well. One hand on the elbow, push down. And again, I'm kneeling just so you can see a little bit clearer. Pushing all the way down. Feeling that stretch in your tricep. And we're going to change sides. Over to the other arm. Hands on the hips for me, guys. We're going to pull our elbows together to open up the chest. And we're going to come all the way through, try and hug ourselves to stretch the back. And again, hands on the hips, elbows together. And we're going to try and hug ourselves to stretch the lats. Hands back onto the hips. We're going to start making hip circles, okay? So we're going to go one way. And we're going to go the other way. We're going to go figure of 8. So now I want you to try and draw an 8 with your hips. And we're going to change direction. We're going to go one hand above the head. We're going to reach to one side, stretch the oblique or the side abdominals. Come back to the top and we're going to change sides. And now we're just going to alternate very gently between sides. You can have your hands to your side, you can have your arm higher, completely up to you. So that's side flexion done. Okay, or lateral flexion. We're now going to flex out the spine forwards. So allow your lower back to round as you bend down. This is not for the hamstrings in the back of the legs, this one, it's for the lower back. So don't focus on the legs, just focus on your back rounding over. You'd never want to do this with a weight, okay? Just body weight, it's a good stretch. We're going to come up, put our hands on our hips, and we're going to reach back to stretch out the lower back. And again, we're going to round right over. Feel that stretch in the lower back. And back up, hands on the hips, and reach back. As I said, guys, let me know how you've all been. It's been a little while since I've done a class. It'd be nice to see how you're all getting on. Let us know how the classes have been going, what you've been up to. So we're going to stand on one leg now. Okay, we're going to grab the foot, pull it towards the bum, keep the knee pointing towards the ground, and hips in a neutral position. And we're going to hold this position. So we're going to do 15-second stretches on the statics today. To allow your knee to come back. So pull your foot, allow your knee to come back and feel that stretch in the hip. So can you see I'm not in the neutral position, I'm coming back this time. If you're like me and struggle with balance, make sure you've got a water hand as well. Always helps. And we're going to change sides. Your other leg, knee pointing towards the ground and hips neutral to start. And make sure we've got that breathing on point, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Pull the foot, allow the knee to come back. Feel that open up the hips. We're going to have one leg out in front of us, nice and straight. Okay, we're going to reach down towards the toe to stretch the hamstrings in the back of the leg. So make sure you keep that leg straight so you feel the stretch. Okay, we're going 15 seconds on each side. And we're going to change sides. So we're going other leg on the heel. Reach down. next one is to open up the hips. What we're going to do is we're going to swing the leg through and back, through and back. Try and come as far back as you can. Struggle with balance wall helps for this one quite a lot, okay, because it can be very difficult to try and kick all the way through and keep your balance at the same time. I like this one just to open up the hips. And we're going to change leg. So onto the other leg. Again, try and test yourself. Do you feel like you can balance? And we're coming all the way back and all the way forwards on this one. Back onto the other leg. This time, we're going to work our abductors and our adductors, okay? Abduction is where you take the leg away from the midline of the body. Adduction is where you take it towards. So we're going to come all the way away, all the way through, all the way away, and all the way through. Again, wall can help balance on this if you struggle. And we're going to change sides. We're going to stand on one leg, okay? You want to slightly bend the leg you're standing on, okay? Other leg's going to come up, heel's going to go onto the knee. You're going to apply pressure on the inside of the leg to stretch the glute on the outside. See some people doing it yoga style as well. I like it. Do that as well. My balance is horrendous, so that's why I'm not doing it. Well done. And we're going to change sides. Other leg, exactly the same. Just feel that stretch in the glute on the outside, a little bit in the groin as well. We go legs nice and wide. Okay, so last standing stretch we're going to do today, legs nice and wide. We're going to lean to one side. Make sure you keep the other leg nice and straight. Feel that stretch in the groin. We're going to hold that position. We come back to neutral, change sides. And now we're just going to alternate between. And if you want, you can take your legs a little bit wider now. Okay, we're just very gently going to reach down between our legs. If you find it easy, as I said, take the legs wider. You feel that stretch in your groin as you come down. Okay, grab yourselves a drink, guys. Well done. That's the standing component complete. So we've done our upper body, lower body. We're now going to do some kneeling stretches, a little bit more PNF work. PNF where we're going to take a stretch for a certain amount of time. We're then going to take it back, have a little rest. We're then going to take the stretch a little bit further and hold it for longer. Okay, so we're going to go 15 seconds in a stretch, come back, take it a bit further and hold for another 15 seconds. But I'll show you who as we go along on that. You can also, if you feel comfortable, if it's a bit uncomfortable on your knees, kneeling, you can also double up your mat as well, so you can fold your mat like I'm going to do, okay? That just makes things a little bit more comfortable. So, first stretch we're going to do is one knee, okay? Foot forward. You're going to reach in, push the back knee towards the ground, feel the stretch in the hip. Okay, so we're going to come for 15 seconds, hold on this one. Then going to come back and try and take it a bit further. Okay, we're going to come back, have a little rest. Now we're going to come back down, try and take it a little bit further. If you want, you can also lean over that leg, and I feel like it helps you to open up the hip a lot more. So feel free to try that as well. Come back and we're going to change sides. So other knees coming back, other one forward, lean in, Holding for 15 seconds. Well done, Liz. Well done, Ruth. Kathy. All doing really well. Going to come back. And then we're going to come back in. If you want, as I said, lean over. Really try and feel that stretch in the hip. And he's going to come back. Hands are going to come down in front of us. We're going to go into up facing dog. So we're pushing through. Lower back comes towards the ground. Feel that stretch in the lower back. You can also add a little rotation in, guys. I want you to look over each of your shoulders and rotate the core as you do so. We're now going to push the hips back, elbows down towards the ground to feel that stretch in the shoulders. If you don't feel it, then you can always bring your hands a little bit further away from you. And remembering that breathing as well. Come back through, stretch the lower back as we do so. And again, we're going to push back, elbows down towards the ground to stretch out the shoulders. Okay, into a kneeling position for me, guys. We're going to work a little bit on the wrists today, okay, because the wrists are used in pretty much everything we do, and it's really important to make sure we stretch them. So we're going to go down onto the palms of our hands. Arms are going to stay straight, so you don't want to bend your arms. The arms stay straight. I want you very gently to lean over the front of your hands and then lean back. So we're leaning over, keeping those arms straight as well and leaning back. Over, back. We're now going to turn our hands so that our fingertips are pointing outwards. Can you see that? So I'll show you from the front. Fingertips pointing outwards. Okay, we're then very gently going to move from side to side, applying pressure over the hands. Okay, and if we haven't had any wrist injuries, if we have, stick with what we've just done. Okay, but if we haven't, this is a really good one to open the wrist. So now try and point your fingertips towards you very gently. Okay, and all we're going to do is rock backwards and forwards again. Very gently on this one, because it's a bit more of an intense stretch. Keeping the arms nice and straight as well. And shake those wrists out for me, guys. So rotate them one way. And then rotate them the other way. So there are a few stretches you can do if you get tight wrists from typing all day. If you've got desk jobs, fantastic way to stretch them out. Next, for the glutes, what we're going to do, keep one leg out in front. Okay, cross it across the body. And we're going to lean in to feel that stretch. Okay, I'll show you from the front. So one leg out in front, across the body, and lean in. Does that make sense, everyone? Most of you probably would have done this one before with Andy. I know he likes this one. So it's a good one to stretch you in. Open up your glutes. So we're going to hold 15 seconds. We're going to come up, and then we're going to take it a little bit further, just like we did for the other stretch. We're going to come up, have a little rest. And then we're going to come back down when you're ready. Try and take that stretch a little bit further this time and really feel it working. And we're going to change sides. So we're going to go to the other leg, cross it out in front, and lean back. And we're going to come up and out, have a little rest. And then, if we can, try and take it a little bit further. Really feel that stretch. Next one is going to be for the quads. So we're going to come onto our knees, so into a kneeling position. And all I want you to do, keeping the feet flat on the floor, very gently sit back onto your feet, come back up. You will feel that on the front of your legs as you're flexing your knee. Only take it as low as you can, guys, okay? You can't go all the way down. Don't feel like you have to. You know your own flexibility level. You will feel that in your front of the legs. Okay, we're going to take a seat now. Grab yourselves a drink if you need. We're going to take a seat. Again, for this one, the feet are going to be together. You're going to pull them in towards you as far as you feel comfortable, and you're then going to apply pressure on the inside of the legs. Try and keep your core nice and tight. Don't let your back round over, okay? So keep everything nice and tight. Feel that stretch in the groin. Going 15, having a little rest, and then taking a little bit further. Okay, have a little rest. So let the legs come in a little bit. And when you're ready, we're going to take it a little bit further, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, holding that stretch. This one should be quite uncomfortable, so make sure you apply a little bit more pressure if you can't feel it very much. Keep it there for me, guys. Well done. We're now going to bring our legs in together, grab hold of our knees. We're going to duck and roll back, just roll out the lower back. We're going to go feet down, arms to our sides. Okay, so I've talked about this to some of you before. Some of you might not have heard about it. Okay, we're going to work on engaging our core. Okay, so it's a little drill just to teach you how to engage your core. You want to use this on when you do exercise like sit-ups and leg raises. Okay, so under your back you can naturally feel that you'll have an arch. Okay, everyone has a natural arch there. What I want you to focus on doing is squeezing your stomach and closing that arch. Okay, so you put your hands under your lower back, you should feel the arch. Just focus on squeezing your tummy, closing that arch down, and then allowing it back to open again. Okay, we're just going to do a few repetitions of closing and opening, closing and opening. Okay, and it's a good little drill. So before you do things like sit-ups, as I said, engage your core by closing that arch and then sit up, and that will help you to engage a lot better. Okay, we're going to go arms to our sides, push through your heels, squeeze your glutes and lift your bum off the floor in a bridge. So we're doing a bridge now, squeezing the heels, squeezing the glutes, then we're coming back down. And again, we're going to come back down. We need to focus on closing that arch allowing it to open again. Closing that arch, allowing it to open. And again, driving through the heels, lifting the bum off the floor, squeezing the glutes at the top, allowing it to come back down nice and slowly. And stop there, have a little lay down. Well done. So lower back's next. Legs are going to be straight on the ground. Your torso is going to stay in exactly the same place. Okay, the only thing that's changing is you're bringing your leg up and across the body. As I said, keeping the head in the same position, shoulders down on the ground. You're going to feel that stretch in your lower back. Okay, so leg is up and across the body. Shoulders are staying back. You're not rolling your body over. It's just your leg that's moving. You'll feel that in your lower back and your core. And we're going to bring it back up. We're going to change sides. Okay, this time, one leg on the ground, other leg's nice and straight. I'm going to lift it up, grab it with the hands, pull it towards us. Okay, we need to keep the leg nice and straight on this one. It shouldn't be bent. Allow it to come back down. And we're going to change legs. And back down. I'm going to lay down in that anatomical position. Okay, so hands facing up. I like to spend the last minute of my class just relaxing, allowing the body to relax. Okay, so let your body relax into the floor. Nice deep breathing, so breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Just keep that going, guys. Grab yourselves a drink, give yourselves a pat on the back. That's today's class complete. Well done. Thank you all so much for attending the class. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, a bit of a different spin on things today. Hope you all feel stretched. This is my second stretch and flex class of the day, so this is the most flexible thing I've ever felt in my life. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it, and thanks all so much for attending. Hopefully, again, we'll be with you soon. As I said, when people are on leave, I'll be covering different classes, so it's nice for me to get a broad variety of different ones. And you never know, maybe I'll get another class back in the future. But thank you all so much for attending. Please go and subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out all of our other videos. Have a lovely day, guys, and I hope to see you all soon.